my channel. So today I want to talk about two annoying things that go hand in hand and that basically make each other worse, and that is insomnia mixed with chronic health conditions. I'm probably not the only person, and I know, in fact, that's probably the wrong statement. I know I am not the only person who has chronic health that suffers with insomnia. Insomnia is one of those things that's so annoying that when you have it, it can make your chronic health situations worse. But then equally, your chronic health situations can cause the insomnia anyway, because you can either be in too much pain, or you can have too much nausea, or you can literally just not be able to get comfortable, or even be worried about an appointment like I was the other day. I think this week in total, I've probably only had maybe 10 hours sleep in this whole week. Which I know a lot of people can be like, wow, 10 hours, that's like 2 hours a night for 5 days. It's not, like, I might not have even had 10 hours, but like, I've had so little, I've had so little sleep, like 2 nights, especially 2 nights that I know of this week, I've not even slept a wink. It's like, I doze off, but just as I'm dozing off and my eyes are like about to go into that, I'm going to go to sleep, I'm relaxing, I jolt myself awake, and then I'm like awake again. And then I kind of like do this, you know, like, so when you see like old people or older people and they basically have just had their evening meal, like a Sunday roast or something like that, and all of a sudden you see them and they're kind of like watching TV like this, then all of a sudden you just see them do this, and then they do this, and then they kind of do this, and they keep doing this all the time. That's pretty much what I've been doing for several nights now. Sorry, I saw something really weird. So yeah, that's pretty much what I've been doing for several nights. And then for 2 nights in particular this week, I have just not been able to get comfortable through pain, through worrying about appointments. Now, I'm one of those people that stress about everything. My doctors have told me on multiple occasions I need to limit my stress. But being a single mum with 3 kids, like, that is not possible. And then on top of that, throw in some chronic health issues, and yeah, stress is kind of like a daily thing. So I can't limit my stress. But, you know, I do try my bestest to try and switch off. Like, I've started reading before I go to bed instead of being on my phone. I try not to watch too much TV. I try to meditate while I'm asleep. Like, not while I'm asleep, because I don't sleep. I mean, in order to get to sleep, I try and meditate. I try just close my eyes and concentrate on my breathing. Like, I try a lot of things to try and get to sleep. Like, I've even tried like pillow spray with lavender in it. I have tried a multitude of things to try and have a decent night's sleep, and nothing seems to help. But like I said, chronic health conditions can make insomnia happen because you're in too much pain or whatever the reason is behind it. But then on top of that, insomnia can make the chronic pain and the chronic health situation worse. So for me personally, having no sleep, dealing with an autoimmune suppressed body, and a lot of infections I've had recently, especially long COVID, already having chronic fatigue syndrome as it is, all of these things add up to it setting my cardiac issues off. So although I am like doing my best with everything else, like trying to make sure my health conditions are better and this, that and the other, like, I will not sleep, and then my heart will kick off, and then I'm laying there in bed even when my everything else seems fine, like my pain seems fine and other things seem fine. Like, I can try and go to sleep, but then my heart will kick off. Sorry, this one's trying to photobomb, aren't you? Say hello. Say hello to the people. Yes, say hello to the people. So yeah, like I am literally annoyed because some of the nights that I have been trying to go to sleep, like my heart went into SVT I think it was last week. Luckily it came back out of it again on its own, but things like that are a warning to my body that it's not coping. And I'm still trying to get over this dual throat infection, this problems that I've been having. And then I woke up yesterday and I knew that I was starting to get a UTI. Like I self-catheterized, my catheter got stuck on its way out, and I had this feeling that, because obviously I've been on antibiotics as well, and we all know, if you know, you know what antibiotics can do to a woman. So I've been like quite sore. So of course self-catheterizing has been a bit of an issue. So I kind of knew, especially when it got stuck on its way out the other day, that I kind of knew that chances are I was going to come down with a UTI. So anyway, I have had to contact the doctor today because I checked, and obviously I have blood in my urine and leukocytes in my urine, which probably suggests of a UTI. And with the weekend coming up, that is not something that I want to be doing. But what's really funny is, back in December, I had this dual throat infection for 4 weeks, and it got really, really bad to the point where they gave me antibiotics for 10 days. They did the same this time as well. Straight after I finished the antibiotics for 10 days, I came down with the UTI. The day after I finished the antibiotics, I had to go on more antibiotics for a UTI. This time, my body's waited at least a week after I finished the antibiotics before it started giving me symptoms of UTI. Not really sure what goes on with that. Not really sure why that's happening. But yeah, that seems to be the situation. I have a throat or a throat infection or a chest infection. I go on antibiotics for 10 days, and then shortly after I will be come down with a UTI. Not really sure what that is, but that's just principle. So of course my body is basically not coping, and I got told it's not coping because I've been dealing with long COVID, and I've been dealing with a lot of infections, and obviously because I didn't go into hospital after having COVID, or while having COVID, not after, but while having COVID, I didn't go into hospital even though my saturations were around 90-92, and I'm asthmatic. Because they were already inundated with COVID patients, they were already inundated with backlogs. I personally just did not want to go. I wanted to stay in my own bed. And then I got told when I got diagnosed with my dual throat infection again the other week, and they put me on steroids and they put me on antibiotics again, that the reason why I keep getting all of these infections and stuff is because asthma, when you have COVID, can cause problems, but those problems can be reversed, because, you know, it's not as bad as COPD and stuff like that, but it can be reversed. But because I didn't go to hospital, that damage is there, and chances are it will stay there, and that's why they put me on steroids. But there's no 100% guarantee that they are gonna kind of help in any way. I might have needed a longer course or whatever, but I am getting more breathless. I am getting more like problems, and I just don't want to get to that point where my body's struggling even more. And now obviously I've got a UTI again. So my body's constantly in infection mode and constantly in recovery mode all the time, and it's been like that since Christmas. So insomnia is just not helping with that, because my body, not only is it fighting off infections, but that's which puts a strain on my heart. It's also, you know, not being able to rest properly, which again is also going to put problems on my heart. And then obviously my heart keeps me awake then because it's causing problems. So vicious cycle. Like I said, chronic health can cause insomnia. Insomnia can cause chronic health to worsen. So really, really struggling at the moment. And obviously with appointments coming up and anxiety towards appointments as well, and I've got other things going on in my life as well, like kids are off school and I have to make sure that they stay alive, you know what I mean, especially with the cost of living crisis and all that jazz. So yeah, like I literally have a lot going on, so it's probably no wonder I'm not sleeping, but I know I'm not alone in this. If you guys have any suggestions whatsoever that I haven't mentioned, like lavender spray, like even anything to like warm showers, you know, chamomile tea, which I have to put down my tube, but you know, even so, I'm not a big lover of it. You know, mindfulness, things like that. Like, I've tried everything. If you can think of anything else that I could try to help me go to sleep, or help me at least try and get some sleep, then please let me know in the comments below. As always, you can, you know, DM me on Instagram as well if you want to reach out or whatever. But yeah, I hope you have a nice Friday. Sorry the weather's so dull. I hope it's nice where you are, but it's dull where I am. And I really hope you have a nice weekend. Obviously sleeping around here is not great at the minute because of the building work that's going on as well, which isn't helpful, but yeah, I really do hope you have a nice weekend. And yeah, thank you for watching as always. And if you do like what you see, or you want to know more about my journey, or my family's journey or anything like that, then please subscribe and press the bell, and you will get alerts for when I'm back on posting. But again, thank you for watching. It's very nice of you. Take care and enjoy your weekend. Bye guys, love you.